Hello there, welcome to Prime Sports with me, Razak Musbau. Well, the Black Galaxies were involved in a friendly earlier today with their counterpart Mozambique, their final friendly game ahead of the CHAN 2022 tournament. Well, the game ended in a very dramatic fashion because the Black Galaxies had a penalty in the 67th minute, but the head coach of the Mozambican side stormed the pitch to protest the penalty awarded to the Galaxies. Well, my colleague Haruna Mubarak has been following this story and he joins me via Zoom for more details on this. Well, the GFA Twitter handle was reporting this very incident and captured the moment very well. We're going to show you those tweets from the GFA Twitter handle which told the story, but I've been joined on Zoom by my colleague Mubarak, who has been following this very closely. Mubarak, tell us what really happened? Why did the Mozambican coach storm the pitch to protest the penalty that was awarded to the Black Galaxies?
Zach, thank you very much. Actually, this was supposed to be a friendly game, but it didn't turn out to be like one. It was a friendly that the Black Galaxies were hoping to wrap up their preparation ahead of the CHAN, which starts this Friday, January 13th. Now, it was a friendly that Mozambique started very well. They played so well and they opened the scoring in the 39th minute. But after the first half, the Black Galaxies head coach, Anna Walker, made several changes. And then those that he fielded, they wanted to stake a claim for themselves because Ghana's first game is on Sunday against Madagascar. And so they upped their game, they upped their tempo in the second half. They had a penalty, but unfortunately, the Mozambicans were not happy with the penalty. And look, the interesting thing is this. The referee is from Mozambique. So the referee is not from any other country. The referee is from Mozambique. So it's quite surprising that they're not quite happy with the performance of their own man. Yes.
So it's a friendly game. The referee is from Mozambique. Then the referee went ahead to give the Black Galaxies a penalty. And the Mozambican coach, felt unhappy about it, stormed the pitch, and all of a sudden the game came to an end.
Yes. And even I've spoken to a couple of people in the team at the moment, and the information I've had is that the referee's performance was nothing to write home about. Even from a Ghanaian perspective, from the get-go, clearly the writings were on the wall that his performance was subject to scrutiny. And so he wasn't at his best. The penalty that he awarded Ghana, the Mozambicans were not happy with the penalty. So the coach walked onto the pitch and told his players that they are not going to continue on that particular game.
But let's talk about the extent to which this is going to affect the Black Galaxies, because we know they have a game on Sunday. That's when the CHAN tournament itself will start on Friday, and their game come on Sunday. Of course, the Black Galaxies themselves have been involved in a series of friendly. They were in Egypt, played Egypt under 20, played Al Ahly. Even in Algeria, they took on the Algerian national team and even drew that game 0-0. Do you think this very incident is going to affect the Black Galaxies in any way at all ahead of their opener on Sunday?
A big no. This is their 6th high-profile friendly match. And it doesn't matter if the game did not end in 90 minutes because they've had 6 or 5 solid games. They've played Al Ahly. You've already stated the friendlies they've already played. And actually, this is the Mozambique's first friendly, which is why they were very upset and adamant and reluctant not to start the game because they wanted to win. This is their first friendly ahead of the CHAN tournament. But for Ghana, we've had a couple of friendlies and the team are good. The team is very good. The players, no injury concerns. Awako is back. Kasim, who missed a couple of the friendlies, is also back. So the team is solid. I understand that it could be tonight or tomorrow. The team will travel to Constantine, and that is the city that will be playing their first game against Madagascar. So it's not going to affect the Black Galaxies at all.
All right, Mubarak, thank you very much for that update on the Black Galaxies team. And of course, we'll be following that team very closely ahead of the tournament, which starts on Friday. Well, the coach of the side, Anna Walker, and captain of the side, Gladson Awako, they've been speaking about the team's objective ahead of the tournament.
Our head of delegation said that we are here to win the tournament. Yes, we are here. We didn't come here to come and joke. We didn't come here to come and look how Algiers town is. We came for a purpose, and we came also to win the cup.
Everything has been good from to where we are now in Nigeria. We've had a couple of games, and I think when you compare from to the 2 games we played in Egypt, I think the performance has been very good, and each and everyone is coping, each and everyone is cooperating well, and the technical team too are doing all they can to make sure that we get to the level that they want, and the level that we can get ready for the tournament. So far everything has been good. Yeah, when you are given the leadership role, you have a lot to do. On the field, you stand in for the coach whilst they cannot get onto the pitch, and sometimes their voice cannot get on the field. Sometimes you stand in for the technical men to do their work for them, and also to make sure that I carry the team to control whatever we have to do on the field. We make sure we stay disciplined and all that. Yeah, well, so far so good. I would say the team spirit has been good. We are all cooperating very well. We joke, we talk to each other. I don't think I'll say this is my friend. Player B will say this is his friend. We all talk, and I think the team spirit, the togetherness in the team is very, very great. And I believe when we carry on into the game, it's really going to help us to get far into this competition. I tried. I do my best to talk to few guys that I think they needed my advice. I think they needed my support. I try to get close. I try to talk to them to make sure I get them on their feet, also to get them on their level. So I'm doing all I can as a player and also as a captain to help my teammate as well. We are very motivated compared to if you see how our big men, the management, how they've treated us. They make sure that whatever we need, they are doing it for us. They are there whenever we need something, when we call on them. They are there for us. And we, the players itself, we are well motivated because we don't need any motivation than to get on the field and do our work and also to make the nation proud. So this is the motivation that we can give to ourselves, being on the field and getting ourselves ready to showcase what we also have. We are very calm. We are very relaxed, and we are just waiting for that day to get on the pitch and make sure we make our nation proud, and each and everyone out there, make everyone proud to clean all the wrongs that happened or whatever didn't go well in the World Cup. We will make sure we will put smiles on the faces of Ghanaians. Yeah, I would say they should keep on with the support, their prayers, whatever they can do to help the team. They should do it back home, and we won't disappoint them. We'll make sure that we'll get far and make the nation proud.
So that's Black Galaxy's captain Gladson Awako there. They'll be taking on their counterparts on Sunday in the same group with Algeria, with Morocco, and Sudan and Ethiopia. And on Sunday, they'll kickstart the tournament, which starts officially on Friday. Well, back to the Ghana Premier League now, because there have been heavy public reaction after details of low match attendance of the weekend's Ghana Premier League matches surfaced. For this, we hit the streets of Accra to understand from the fans' perspective why they've not been going to the stadiums.
Over the weekend, a number of fans failed to turn up for the Ghana Premier League games that came off. Match day 11 of the Ghana Premier League at the Razak Sports Stadium, Kumasi Asante Kotoko witnessed just a little over 3,000 people turning up in that over 40,000 capacity Razak Sports Stadium. At Cape Coast Stadium, Accra folk recorded just a little about 188 fans buying ticket for the game against Great Olympics. The debate has been on relative to why fans are failing to turn up to the stadium. And today we came to circle at the heart of Accra to ask some of the fans why they are not turning up to the stadium.
Midi Nelson. Premier League in India, yeah, baby, the football but anukware ba ko ho de akromayedi o sikasam nafa and sometimes team are supporting so omo ko ball as car omo bo as gate fee no sometimes oju hu a Uyi saska no ko ho ansa na wa so sa ba fifi a emo adi enu so ka ho ti se o to me yeah bi mu kwa we groups are sometimes we say we come with the group to watch the ball but then we calculate sika would be better for the number of people not less than 40 edi
time around the Premier League is not attractive. Those days, you know, we have players like Charles Taylor and co. They are very, very aggressive on football. So people are happy to go and see those players. But today we don't have those. We don't have that kind of players again. Within 1 year, we're going to hear this player that he's trying to do his best. The next year he's gone at the early age. So it's not now. It's not making Ghana football attractive. Those players, actually, they should keep the players for 4 or 5 years consecutive, so that those players will make something. I mean, will make the football attractive. But this small boy, they are selling them out, and that's killing the football.
Me de Doris Woduro, me turn ya was circle. Na first no mine cost no one. Nesika wo ho no. Na man focus stadium ko hwa ball pa. Ano so ne yanyi sika kase bia. Na sese no sika no kura ya je no. Sika no nya kase bia eso. Enso sese no ahokyere na wom tini pa kura no ofo so be ko stadium kura akohwa ball a. Sika no de beto aduane adi. Ana wonu de be ye ne hu ye. Won kan kira so de ko tra stadium. Ama mpanimfo no adi sika no a. Yan fa timu no nso kura ne ball no mo ball. Enya papa. Kotoko ne house no. Wo mo ya players ye nim ball bo na nkasa wo mo mfa mo. Wo mo kofifa nkrofo bi wo mo nim ball bo. Eti kotoko kura ne yakọ ball ne house ya. Ne ya sha house. Ana kotoko nso ahye house na house nso ahye kotoko. E ma game ne nya de na first no ana wo mo fa ayimo. Edi wo mo ball no. Na ball no ye ni kan ya ma akura no. Ya chesa kotoko ball wa anye ya ni jepa na so sese de wo mo ma football no nya de eti ya de sese ne ya nyina akora no ball no a ya Ghana football no sese ya ma na akora no ya ni nyiwu biem eti am obia ani je foreign ball ho so obia be hwe foreign ball
me kotoko fan pa
Why? So this is you go kotoko na game.
Dabi.
Why you no go kotoko?
Game no mo bo na nya fe be ma. Pitch na nkasa akra na nya fe. Ye nya time dog. Hwe ball on ball Europe. Fe. Player ma pass kra gina ho na obuafu. Ball no mo bo na nya fe be ma. Ye ni ntina ye nko no. Nti ye de se Europe for bobo a etimi pack e ka si wo na yakohwe bi. Ye nyina enjoy because ball no mo bo na fe. Ba Ghana Premier League ne de be ma. Ye hunu hwe Oko park no so ado. The fans no be ba no kra de on be no nya fe nti eni kwase ha yon ko.
My name is Nkrumah Richard.
Have you been to the stadium this season?
Oh no.
Why haven't you been to the stadium today?
Oh, it's because of the way Ghana Premier League in the it's like it's not interested at all. Because when you go out, you know go see any serious player on the pitch like talented player or back need them things. And the way I'm saying so poor because compare Ghana Premier League to abroad for the way it's more attractive than the way I say.
For the Ghana Football Association President Kete Kweku, it's not the responsibility of the GFA to get fans into the stadium. He says that clubs need to take more responsibility, take up a scientific and pragmatic approach to help get fans into the stadium. But for some of these fans, the GFA equally has a responsibility to do whatever it can to bring them back to the stadium. The mantra of bring back the love ought to be actualized. And the GFA and all other football people, football administrators, club owners, everyone clearly has a responsibility to ensure that the fans turn up to the stadium.
Well, Nhyira Power Sports has taken upon itself the responsibility to get fans back to the stadium. After this break, we'll tell you why they are doing this. Come back. Well, as part of efforts to ensure that the fans return to the stadium at the various league centres for the Ghana Premier League, Nhyira Power Sports have launched a campaign to find solutions to poor stadium attendance in the Ghana Premier League. There is growing disinterest in Ghana's top flight competition, with fans trooping into match centres during games. Our sister station in Kumasi, Nhyira FM and Love FM, they've embarked on this campaign to help address the issue. My colleague from Nhyira Power Sports team, Stephen Zando, has been putting together a story relative to how they want to achieve this.
Was Ghana versus Nigeria at the famous Baba Sports Stadium on March 25, 2022. It was a World Cup qualifier, and the atmosphere was irresistible. On the night, the over 40,000 spectators that filled the stadium generated an ambience that confirms Ghanaians' passion for football. But when it comes to these same soccer fans patronizing the local league, the passion is amiss.
Look at the header from Mensah. Just zoom into the top corner.
This is the Baba Sports Stadium in the Ashanti regional capital, Kumasi, the home venue for Ghana's top-flight sides, Asante Kotoko and Kimfeza. The venue has been admitting fans in large numbers, but the attendance has experienced a sharp decline in recent times in matches involving Asante Kotoko and Kimfeza.
Just look at the finish, super finish.
The worrying situation prevails in most parts of the country as Ghana Premier League clubs like House of Folk, Great Olympics, Dreams FC have all experienced low attendance at their match venues. The idea for Nhyira Power Sports and Love FM to embark on the hashtag Failed GPL Centers was hatched when head of sports at Nhyira FM, Bismarck Owusu-Bempah, known in the media space as Ayala, was making a submission on local issues, especially on attendance in recent times.
As Power Sports, no, your first quarter year of the year, no, one of your campaigns must look into the Ntiankofonko Stadium.
I'll say a time.
Look,
seriously,
football without spectators are going to get
boring.
Our checks reveal Asante Kotoko averaged 4,585 spectators per game at the Baba Sports Stadium in the 2021-22 Ghana Premier League, which is about 11% of the stadium capacity of 40,618. When the same club played Kano Pillars in August 2019 in the CAF Champions League, 29,409 spectators occupied the Baba Sports Stadium. According to some football enthusiasts, the deplorable nature of Ghana's match venues, bad publicity, economic challenges, high ticket pricing, and other reasons are some factors that have occasioned poor attendance at the various stadia in Ghana.
The way our management, especially Kotoko, the way they market the league, it is only today that I'm hearing that Kotoko will be playing with Olympics.
Pitches and the corruption.
Transportation constraints. And then the referee will be cheating. For instance, the last time I came with my uncle, it was Kotoko House match around 2011, 2010. And somebody stole our car. Several announcements, we couldn't find the car.
In fact, about could be able to play the name is Zeno and Koko Hagino. Police the whole day.
The reality of the critical situation dawned when only 950 soccer fans watched Kotoko versus Bechem United in the MTN Cup on Boxing Day, December 26, 2022, at the famous Kumasi Sports Stadium.
Supporters,
A co-opted management member of Asante Kotoko in charge of events and promotions, Patrick Osayajiman, popularly known as Countryman Songo, rushed to the studios of Nhyira FM on his knees to plead with fans to throng the stadium to watch Kotoko versus Olympics.
Management Kotoko supporters against Olympics and Shasi 2023. 2023. In charge of Monday supporters more.
For GACA chairman Kojo Fianu, a meeting has been scheduled with the sports ministry to salvage the situation.
As I speak to you now, a couple of months ago, we met with His Excellency the Vice President, and some of the things that His Excellency took on board was the concern of the effectiveness of the internet around some of the venues.
Well, we'll definitely follow this closely and bring you more conversation on this very campaign and get everybody on board and get everyone returning to the stadium. My name is Razak Musbau, and thank you so much for being a part